Okay, before we get started with today's video, I want to give you guys a quick little update of what I have planned for this December. To make up for my absence in Gargantuas, at least in terms of my Gargantuas Reacts videos, I'm going to be doing at least a single Gargantuas Reacts from now till the end of Christmas Day on the 25th. And the thing I'm going to be reacting to the most often, at least, okay, if there is one thing I'm definitely going to be reacting to on par with this, it'll be the Caddicarus' Badvent calendar videos that he is actually starting today till the end of Christmas. So, with that said, enjoy the video. Greetings, loyal viewers, and welcome back. And today, starting with the Gargantuas Reacts pattern, I guess, we're doing for now till the end of Christmas, we're going to be doing what I'm going to be reacting to the most often, at least, are the Caddicarus' Badvent calendar review videos. Starting with the impatient, no, not impatient, but the impatient, yeah, you got it, it's in, not im, review, which is number 25 of the 25 worst games he's ever played in his life, hence the name Badvent Calendar. I think he did a regular review, not like a Caddicarus themed review, but he did like a quick review of this a while ago. I could be wrong, so I don't really know what to expect. I will say that this one's not gonna, I do know that this one's not gonna be really as much comedy driven as his regular Caddicarus reviews, which leads me to hope, because I also do plan to do at least 2 reaction videos sometimes in one day to make up for the absence. So I kind of do hope he does at least 1 or 2 traditional Caddicarus videos during his Badvent calendar. I wouldn't blame him if he doesn't do that, but that would be nice. But then again, I do have other things I could react to make up for that. We'll just have to wait and see. So, without further ado, let's get it on! Caddicarus!
Hello everybody and welcome to the Caddicarus 2018 Christmas Special. Not a singular video, but a video series. More specifically, a top 25 countdown that starts today, December 1st, and ends on Christmas Day, with each part of the countdown being revealed on a daily basis. This is actually a follow-up to my 2016 Christmas video series, counting down my favourite video games of all time.
Which I did watch that.
Yes,
it was very,
since then, and other games have been released since then that I would replace other games on that list with. But that's just what time does.
Especially the Insane Trilogy. Freaking amazing.
At the top right of this video. And since that series,
and I definitely recommend you guys check that out.
Rhino and Cadbury Chocolate totally ripped it off. This time for 2018,
okay, so thankfully I was wrong. It does have some of his traditional humor.
Worst video games I've ever played. Gotta be honest, this was actually much harder to put together than my favorite games list 2 years ago, and so to make things much less stressful for me, I've imposed a few rules here that will apply to the whole list coming up. So if you see any comments talking about why certain games don't pop up despite my history, only this video will explain all of it now. Firstly, obviously, I can't add games on here that I've never played before. Custer's Revenge, Charlie's Angels, Drake of the 99 Dragons, Duke Nukem Forever, Ride to Hell Retribution, Zelda CDI, Shaq Fu. These are only a few examples, but my point is that if you don't see any
which, I gotta say, he should be lucky he hasn't played them. Now, granted, I haven't really played these games, but I have seen people like AVGN and Pro Jared review some of those games, and they are just awful. Like, bottom of the freaking barrel. So, if you're ever curious to try those games, just take their word for it. Do not try them.
Infamously bad games on the list, it's probably because I've never played it, so it wouldn't be fair for me to include it. Second rule, no easy targets, and when I say this, I mean stuff like baby games, including Tweenies, Game Time, and Peppa Pig DS. And if I picked any cheap, tacky, asset-flip Steam stuff like the Slaughtering Grounds, let's be real, the entire
screw the Slaughtering Grounds.
So I can't bring myself to include that.
And on top of that, it was also made from a garbage human being.
Fourthly, no freeware indie games or anything like that because they're free experiments and experiences. And fifthly, no games that are basically nothing but bad movies. More specifically, things like Plumbers Don't Wear Ties or Spice World. There is no gameplay in those games whatsoever, so I won't count it. Anyway, enough dawdling. You came here for awful games, and I'm going to give them to you. So welcome one and all to the Badvent calendar.
Boom, 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 boom.
Horror games, when they're good, they're some of the most emotionally effective and memorable games ever made, and when they're bad, they're some of the most laughable and pathetic attempts of anything you'll ever see. There's a lot of terrible horror games out there, but I'm going to start this countdown off with a game that at face value doesn't look like it should belong on here at all from how stunning it looks, but that is what pulls you in and tricks you into at least thinking it's good before lifting the curtain and revealing a slow, boring,
at least it's stunning for a VR game.
Graciously allowed to actually control it. What you do in The Inpatient is very similar to something like Dear Esther. Walk extremely slowly around pretty locations until boring and awful story stuff happens that has no consequence or effect on anything.
I mean, for a VR game, that definitely does look very impressive.
As a prequel to the brilliant Until Dawn, this barely links into any major events or characters whatsoever, and even as a standalone story, the choices the game leaves you with whenever it decides.
But with that said, as a sequel to one of the most visually stunning games ever, Until Dawn, it's not that great looking. I mean, I haven't played Until Dawn yet, but I really want to. I'm staying away from this one. Simply because, while, again, for a VR game it does look really good, but as a follow-up to one of the best looking games to have come out this generation, it doesn't really look that good. So, on that merit alone, I'm probably, even if he hadn't told me so, I probably would avoid it.
To do it on the rare occasion affects so little that people change their minds about you or the current situation at the drop of a hat depending on how you answer each individual question. And then nothing is ever brought up again. Not for future repercussions.
Sounds like lazy game design to me.
Even if the game tells you about it, nothing. And some of the things you're left to reply at certain dialogues are outright illogical or extreme to the point of baffling. You don't feel the impact of anything, and that's even more true with the gameplay itself. Not only is there barely any of that actually here, but whenever you're allowed to actually pick something up like an object, not only does it like to glitch the piss out, but then doesn't allow you to do anything to the thing you picked up to change or affect anything around the world. Like here, I want this sandwich, I want to eat it, and if I can't
Which that's always been the charm of
do
PlayStation VR or any VR headset from nowadays.
And going back to the Dear Esther comparison again, okay, I have no issue with walking sims whatsoever. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter is a game I truly adore. When you do it right, it can be a magical experience.
I need to play that.
But spin-off or not, especially to Until Dawn, this game is an embarrassment placed alongside its main installment. This is a game when you walk around and do absolutely sodding nothing while loud noises happen and things jump at your face through the VR. That's it, that's the whole game. What more can I say? Nothing changes, nothing evolves, nothing happens, the story isn't interesting, the scares aren't scary, the atmosphere has no build-up, and you realise from the very beginning that you're never in danger from the fact that you're not given the choice to attack anything.
Oh wait, no, I should.
There's no gameplay.
Damn it! I should have said. Okay, I'm just gonna go and do it. Just get it out of the way. I should have said, "Hi, doggy." You know, like Tommy Wiseau, because it's The Room. It's impossible when you see something like that that leaves it so clearly open for a little gag like that that you simply feel bad for not taking advantage of it. So.
Mechanics is, or what could possibly happen that should make you feel scared? Well, spoiler alert, nothing. You're never hurt, you never have to engage with the game, you never have to worry about what's going to happen or what corridors to walk down. Things happen regardless, and the game just disregards it and moves on. And sometimes you don't even get a good scare after a decent build-up, and the game just chickens out and fades to black. The reason this game is so low on the list, though, is mainly because of the visuals and the VR. It's not only gorgeous, but especially for VR, it's downright unsettling just being in these locations. It looks so good it feels like you're actually there, but once that sensation goes after a few minutes, you're left with a vapid and empty experience where you just walk unbearably slowly from one area to the next, looking at all the nice textures and activating loud noises until the end of the game. I can't say anything else about it, and the fact it just stops and boots you back to the title screen after a couple of hours is even more insulting. The Inpatient sucks, so don't let those beautiful screenshots convince you to spend £30 on it, which is what I spent, and that's what it's worth on the PS Store.
Damn.
Oh, don't go, everybody, I'm not quite done yet, because if watching today's
that
video
was creepy.
Footage from one of the worst games I personally ever played was enough to make you quite depressed, then don't worry, because every day I'm not only going to be letting you divulge into my mind to pick out the worst of video gamedom in my opinion, but also I'll be directing you to my partners for the Badvent calendar this year, chrono.gg/caddy in the description below it.
Oh, that is both the start of my reaction trend for this month and the start of the Badvent calendar. It is nice to get a more short but crystal clear, concise criticism and opinion on something that he did a review on a while ago, like a quick little, like, real caddy, like Jim Caddick, as his name is in real life, Like, it's just him talking about the game. It's not him talking about it in character as Caddicarus. Whereas this, it kind of feels like he's going a little bit in between the two, which is fine, I guess. I mean, there still isn't as much of his classic humor as there is in his traditional reviews, but for what it's worth, I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the Badvent calendar on Gargantuas Reacts, because it's just fascinating to, as well as somewhat cathartic, especially when he starts ripping into the games that I know about, that he's also done reviews on, I'm sure, to see him, like, tear it apart and all that stuff. Like, really just all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's about all the time we got. If you liked the video, go ahead and comment, like, and or subscribe. And the other your suggestions, leave some in the comment section below. And as always, I'm King Gargantuas, and I'll see you all next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to me if you want to see more videos like this. Follow me on Twitter at King Gargantuas if you want to know what I'm up to. Thanks again guys, and I'll see you all next time.